everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing great. So, welcome to Psychoprodigy, your one-stop solution for everything psychology. So my name is Puri Banerjee and I teach emotional intelligence and paradigmatic foundations of psychological inquiry in Psychoprodigy. So this video is specially for your exam preparation. So it's a 14-day plan where you can cover the whole subject. So again, this plan is just for us, like for you to from our side to provide a framework. Then you can tweak it as per your needs. All right, we'll get started. So we will be covering the unit 1 in 2 days. Your unit 1, which is paradigmatic foundations of psychological inquiry. First day we'll be doing the introduction, goals of psychological research and research paradigms. So under introduction we have your steps of psychological research and types of research. Then in goals of psychological research you have exploration, you have description, you have explanation. Okay, and then under research paradigms we discuss about various paradigms. Then under day 2 you have qualitative and quantitative research traditions, and later on standards of good research. So this is all about our unit 1, which we would be covering in day 1 and day 2 combined. Next, let's move to unit 2.
एग्जाम आ गया, इस वीडियो से सीख रहे हो कि कैसे पढ़ना है. डोंट वरी, DUSL एग्जाम सेल इज लाइव ऑन आवर वेबसाइट psychoprodigy.in. लिंक इज इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन. आपको सारे सब्जेक्ट के लिए अगर नोट्स चाहिए, सिर्फ और सिर्फ नोट्स, they are available for $249. Can you imagine? And if you want to take the recorded lectures, if you have the time and if you want to study and if you want to score really good, all recorded lectures of each SEM-3 and SEM-5 course is only $699. Can you imagine? This is the best sale. This is the best sale that you can get, and this is the best resource that you can get जिससे आप amazing marks लेके आ सकते हो. So what are you waiting for? जल्दी से हमारी वेबसाइट पे जाओ psychoprodigy.in/store and DUSL एग्जाम सेल का फायदा उठाओ. Let's get back to the video.
So for unit 2 we would be needing 4 days, day 3 to day 6. So now this unit 2, it is covered in 2 chapters. All right, so in day 3 you would be doing the quantitative methods and ethics in research. So under quantitative methods you have theory to hypothesis, you have concepts to variables, then you have types of variables, then what are the steps that are involved in quantitative research. Then we would be doing the ethics in research. So in ethics you have like the basic, like confidentiality, informed consent, then voluntary participation, on all of that. In day 4 you would be covering qualitative methods and reflexivity in research. So under qualitative methods, again, steps in conducting qualitative research, what are the characteristics of qualitative research, and then the strengths and weaknesses of qualitative research. All right, so along with this you would also be doing reflexivity, which is again an intertwined concept. When you're doing qualitative research, reflexivity is also an important concept which comes along with it. So we have kept reflexivity along with qualitative research methods only. While you're doing it, it would be easier for you to understand. Okay, then day 5, differences between qualitative and quantitative research methods. Then you have sampling and sampling bias. So when you from sampling you go on to the next chapter. Okay, so the sampling starts from chapter number 3. So sampling and sampling bias and differences, this all you will do in the day 5. So in day 6 you are doing types of sampling, sample size in research, and literature review. So like in types of sampling, like in probability sampling you have non-probability sampling, then we have theoretical sampling. So all of that gets covered in types of sampling. Then you have sample size in research and also literature review. So like there are different types of writing a literature review. We have narrative review, we have meta-analytic review, then we have systematic review. So knowing about it, depending upon your research question. So that is all you have in literature review. So from day 3 to day 6, each day we have given you the topics that you can cover. And so if you follow this along, then you would be done within 4 days. You would be done with the whole unit 2. Again, I'm telling you, unit 2 is divided into 2 chapters. Okay, so the chapter number 2 and chapter number 3 is dedicated to the unit 2 in your book. Then for day 7 and day 8 you would be covering the unit 1 and unit 2 completely. It's like a revision sort of thing. So go through the back questions that you have, all right, at the back side of DUSOL book, and you can go through the questions and then see it for yourself that the questions that you have in the back side, are you forgetting curve, right? So if you're learning something, for you to be able to retain that information for a longer period of time, you need to revise. So hence After completing the 2 units, we have kept this 2 days gap so that you can again revise in this time. And then, if in case you see that something wasn't covered in the previous days, you can also put that in over here. All right. Now, before we get to the next section of this video, I just want to quickly remind you guys that while you're preparing this subject, it doesn't have to be stressful for you guys, okay? If you want a full structured teaching that will help you to understand the topics and why these topics are important, you can check our DUSOL notes, okay? So now we are running a special DUSOL exam season sale, so where you can get the complete recorded lectures for this subject only for 699 rupees, or the PDF notes only for 249 rupees, okay? So the links are given in the description below, you can check that out. All right, now let's move forward. So next, from day 9 to day 12, we would be doing the unit 3, which is your techniques of data generation, okay? Again, this chapter has been split into various chapters. So this whole unit, it has 4 chapters under it. All right, so hence we would be needing time to cover these topics. And again, I'm telling you, all of these topics that I'm we were discussing now, they have been discussed in very detailed format in our lectures. We have a lot of examples. And also, when you are seeing our lectures, when you're going through the video recorded lectures, you would find it, the concepts that are there, very easy to understand, because since this subject, it is a bit theoretical, so you need some sort of help to understand the topics. If you're able to do it, well and good, but if you think that you need help and you need the best source out there, you can refer to the links given in the description. All right, so now for day 9, you have mixed methods of research, mixed methods design, and mixed method sampling. So now this is your chapter number 4. All right, so under mixed method design, we have a convergent parallel method, then you have something as embedded, then you have something as transformative, and then you have explanatory and exploratory sequential. Both are the sequential designs only. So we have lot of designs under mixed method, which we have discussed very detailed, in a very detailed manner in your in the recorded lectures. Then you have mixed method sampling, which has methods like identical sampling we have, then we have parallel sampling, we have nested sampling, and all of this. Now for the day 10, you would be doing mixing qualitative methods of data collection, survey, interview, observation. All right, so now all of this comes under your 5th chapter. All right, under unit 3. So under mixing qualitative methods, you have survey research. So under survey research, you have the nature of survey, advantages, disadvantages, types of survey, how to do a survey. Now chapter number 6, where you have FJDs, you have case study, you have uses of secondary data. So under FJDs are focus group discussion, where we talk about what are FJDs, what are the objectives, what are the advantages, disadvantages. Then we also talk about the steps in doing FGDs, how to curb the disadvantages, and everything in detail. And the same for case study and as well as uses of secondary data. So now when we talk about secondary data, so when you're doing a research, all right, the data that you collect first hand from the participants, that is your first hand data. But the secondary data means that the data that is already out there, you're getting some data from systematic review papers, or you're taking some data from that already exists, like something that has already been published. So if you take those data, that is your secondary data. All right, so we have about that. Then in the day 12, you would be doing the understanding text in qualitative research. You have approaches to qualitative methods and ethical considerations of qualitative research. So again, everything qualitative, this is your 7th chapter. All right, and this approaches to qualitative methods, it has all the theories, under qualitative research, your grounded theory, it has your narrative analysis, then it has thematic analysis, then you have IPA, all of this ethical consideration to qualitative research. So this whole unit talks in clearly in depth about how you can collect data, and with different methods and all. So for the next 13th and the 14th, so the 13th day, you can practice the whole unit 3. Since the unit 3, it is a bit vast, since it has 4 chapters in it, so you would be requiring at least one day, one whole day, for you to go through all the back questions of unit 3. And for the day 14, the last day, you can refer to the questions that we will be sharing in an upcoming video, where we talk about the most important questions from all the units out there, which will help you to make give yourself an understanding, okay, like, how clear you are with the topics. All right, now, so this is all, like, that has to do with the strategy that we are, like, we're discussing now. Like, let's be honest, just knowing what to study, it isn't enough. You also need to know how, right? And that is where our material will come into play. So right now, during our DUSOL exam season sale, as I told you can unlock all the easy to understand explanations and structured answers that we have discussed today. All right, so you can get the entire subjects recorded lecture just for rupees 699 rupees. Or if you just want the PDF notes, which are again very structured, it will help you to write the, like, examinations. You do not have to go through, like, in detail through your books, and that you can only get for 249 rupees, right? So do not wait until the last minute class. Invest in your passing marks today. Click in the link in the description below. You can get all the course materials. The link would be there. So, like, study smart, work hard, and then I will see you soon in your next video. Take care.